The joke that my family and I had when we were living in India is, versus China is, you get 6 Indians around the room. It was like a Greek dinner. Six Indians, 8 ideas. You sit around a round table in China, 6 Chinese, 1 idea, and it's the senior most person, and you wait until they speak. And you often can't tell exactly what they've said. That's the sort of, China is learning to deal with disharmony, discourse, disunion. India is totally used to that. And I think ultimately that will be a strength for India. And if China figures it out, they could be extraordinarily powerful. But I think they're starting to manage conflict within their own society in a more open way, and that's going to be a rocky road at times.
Observation?
I think so. India is the only country in the world that the United States runs a services trade deficit with. In other words, we have all kinds of trade deficits with countries that manufacture things that we buy. But only one country in the world produces services that we buy, which is all on the software or on the call center kind of back office services. That's the bulk of it, on the one hand. On the other hand, if you count the number of Indians who come to the United States to run countries as something that adds to our side of the ledger, essentially services created here, populated by Indians, it makes up for that, and then some. So I tend to view it as an enormous contribution to America that we're not quite getting from the Chinese. Enormous number of STEM-oriented students come from China. The impulse is for them to go back for a number of reasons, including that many of them are the children of Chinese communist government officials. And for many reasons, they have to go back in both places. They want access to higher education in the United States, and we should want that. This is another big part of American soft power, is the fact that we're essentially educating the best and the brightest in those 2 places. On the Chinese side, they're going back, and hopefully they're changing parts of China in a way that works better for us, not just politically, but economically. In India, many of them are staying here, but that still builds a bridge. Many of my Indian friends have kids or grandkids here running companies. They often go back. They often come and visit. It's quite fluid.
Yeah, just on that same point, there is definitely a distinct difference between the diasporas and what they're doing. And Indian Americans, I guess, I don't know what the number is now, 2.8 million are here. And you will see them as leaders in every segment of U.S. society. And look at business, look at Silicon Valley, look at the entertainment industry, look at the academy, look at politics, Governor Jindal and the governor of South Carolina. So, and that kind of systematic achievement is playing a role in relations as well, because those people are still enthusiasts of the U.S.-India relation, and it's a tie that is moving back and forth in a way that I'm not sure is exactly the same with the Chinese.